If you want to get ahead on your Mother's Day shopping, then you need to check out Ana Luisa Jewelry. I personally love Ana Luisa's stacked rings. They're super cute, they fit my style, and I love to show them off. Go check them out. They have all kinds of great styles for you or your mom. Just head over to shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn for their buy one, get one 40% off sale. Ana Luisa crafts high quality pieces at affordable prices, so you don't have to break your bank account to look glamorous. Their designs are unique and will make you feel empowered, elegant, and at your finest. Plus, they're carbon neutral. From their packaging to their products, they care about the impact on the planet. Again, go to shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn. Make Mom's Day and treat her to new jewelry pieces with Ana Luisa's buy one, get one 40% off sale. One piece for her and one piece for you. That's shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn for their buy one, get one 40% off sale. What's up, everyone? It's Jordyn Jones, and welcome back to What They Don't Tell You on PodcastOne. Today's guest is Sky Katz.
Hi, guys.
Wow, the first thing I want to talk about is like one of my favorite memories with you, and that's the basketball Ace family.
You just unlocked a memory that I like totally forgot about for some reason.
I know. I forgot about it until I was on FaceTime with my friend today, and she's like, no way. She was like, Sky Katz is going on your podcast? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, oh my gosh, ask her about basketball. And I was like, oh my God, I've played basketball with you.
That memory.
It triggered my memory too. Girl, like, wasn't that so funny? Because it was just all people who were like over 6 feet, like guys are just like, like, huge YouTubers, and then us.
Yeah, it was the most random assortment of people. Like, I there was James Charles and like Jake Paul. Like, why?
And
then
us.
And you. Like, what? Yeah, it was really random.
But you're like really into basketball and like honestly all sports. I feel like.
Yeah. We were just talking about that. Yeah. Because you do Pilates, and I was like, I thought that would be so easy, but it hurt. Yeah, I'm really into basketball. I always have been, and I've said this on like lives before. Yeah. But like not playing basketball, like legit has been the biggest sacrifice I think I've made for like my career, because that was something I really wanted to do. Yeah. And now like pickup games at the gym are like the most like the furthest I'll go. Yeah. But I really love basketball.
But you're like killing it. So I think you made the right decision.
Thank you. Yes, definitely happy with
that.
But
so what was like the first big acting job that you really got?
Raven's Home. Yeah, that was definitely the first big acting job that I got. Yeah. And it's like, that's like a big first job.
Yeah, she said Disney Channel.
Yeah, like how do you jump from like nothing to I still haven't wrapped my head around it. Yeah, really lucky for that.
That's crazy. And so I know also Isaac is on that show.
Yeah.
And that's how like we also like got closer to, because I feel like the group is just there. So working with that cast, and I mean someone who's literally so iconic, what was that like? I mean, going to set every day as also like you had to do school on set, and like it's just so many things that people like don't even really know. But what was like the coolest part and then the hardest part about being on a show at such a young age?
Yeah, I started I think at like 11 or something. And like you said, I was with such seasoned, iconic actors and actresses. Even the kids, like Navi and Isaac, had been acting since they were like 4 or something, literally. Like forever. So I'd say the hardest thing was that, being around people so experienced and obviously having to like be on their level in front of like cameras. So I just feel like I had to learn so much.
And quickly.
Yeah, so rapidly. It was definitely a challenge, but so worth it. And and the like best part, the easiest part, just being with the cast every day. We got along so much off screen and on screen, which like Red, obviously. Everyone like could see that we were all so tight.
And you also are, so you do acting, you do basketball, or you just love basketball, and now music is also a big part. But you've literally been doing that for so long too. What got you into music? Just like loving it, so you like were like, I'm just gonna try it. Kind of like the same with me, or was there just like something? Was it Disney Channel that was maybe like, oh, let's just put you on this, and you tried it out then?
Yeah, see, good question. I actually started with music.
Okay.
And that led to Disney and stuff. People sometimes reverse it. They think, because, so many people are on TVs and have an audience, TV shows and have an audience, and they're like, let me just try music. Like, another way to profit off of whatever. Yeah. But no, I've actually always had such a deep love for music. And what got me into it was just, like you said, just loving it. And my whole family's always loved music and been such like hip hop heads. And I started with rap and obviously have transitioned into like a sort of different style, but that's the story.
And you have a new song coming out, right?
Yeah, well, I just dropped BREAKUP Song, and I'm just going to be like releasing a lot
of it. And there's a music video too, right?
Yes, there is.
fire. And what was the process with making that song? Was that during quarantine and everything?
It wasn't during like peak quarantine. Yeah. I don't even know if we've like fully gotten out of that. But
I know.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, we're still in it. But it wasn't during like peak quarantine. It was kind of like post that, and it was really refreshing to finally get back into the studio.
Oh yeah.
I think I just released like all the built up anger and like the breakup song. And I've
totally.
Yeah, I'd gotten past such like so many stages in a relationship, and the most previous recent one was the breakup, and I like to like record songs that are really authentic with the present moment and like how I'm feeling in the moment, and it was like an angry breakup type of vibe.
I feel like you got that feistiness in you, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
What's your sign?
Sagittarius, which makes a lot of sense. How about you?
I'm a Pisces.
See, I don't know shit about anything besides Sagittarius.
Okay.
So I'll just be like, oh yeah, good tell.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Awesome. I got it. So, and you're also in a new upcoming movie or TV show, right?
Yeah, Netflix series.
That is just crazy. Like you just said, like you started with singing, then you go on Disney Channel, and then that was like the thing then. Like being on Disney is everyone's dream.
Yeah, the goal.
Now it's like Netflix. So you
crazy,
just keep
right.
on checking these boxes, and you are so young.
Thank you.
What's it like working with Netflix? I mean, or just like being in a series that is a dream for so many people. What's that even like?
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me that in the span of 4 or 5 years, I'd have accomplished, like you said, check all these boxes.
Jeez, yeah.
Like being in a Disney show for 4 seasons and then a lead role in like a Netflix series, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was incredible. And I learned so much on Ravensholm, and then that series was such like a different vibe as for filming and just the locations we were shooting at and stuff. So I learned even more, and I just feel like I've learned so much. My head's gonna explode. It was really great.
It comes out in summer, right?
It comes out this summer. It's actually called Surviving Summer, so it's really on theme.
And you haven't seen any sneak peeks yet?
I've seen some sneak peeks, but not like enough to really give me a feel. But hopefully soon we'll like find out more. I really couldn't tell you guys anymore.
If you want to get ahead on your Mother's Day shopping, then you need to check out Ana Luisa Jewelry. I personally love Ana Luisa's stacked rings. They're super cute, they fit my style, and I love to show them off. Go check them out. They have all kinds of great styles for you or your mom. Just head over to shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn for their buy one, get one 40% off sale. Ana Luisa crafts high quality pieces at affordable prices, so you don't have to break your bank account to look glamorous. Their designs are unique and will make you feel empowered, elegant, and at your finest. Plus, they're carbon neutral. From their packaging to their products, they care about the impact on the planet. Again, go to shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn. Make Mom's Day and treat her to new jewelry pieces with Ana Luisa's buy one, get one 40% off sale. One piece for her and one piece for you. That's shop.analuisa.com/Jordyn for their buy one, get one 40% off sale.
So what's one thing that they don't tell you? I'm going to go back about working with Disney Channel. One thing they don't tell you.
What's one thing they don't tell you about working on Disney Channel? I've never gotten asked that. People usually like avoid that.
Yeah.
Let me think. What's one thing they don't tell you? It's actually a really like loving environment and company. And I feel like sometimes there are all these like
bad reps.
People like misinterpret how Disney is from like previous things. I don't even know, but I like I have nothing but good things to say about it. And again, like it was my first thing. I have no grudges, all good, loving feelings towards them. So I don't know, it's just really good energy. Everyone really is like a family there, and people say it all the time, but it's like really true as for Disney Channel.
Yeah, I feel like you would think that asking that people could be like, it's actually like a lot, you know, and like it took like maybe negativity on me when I was so young growing up, but like I'm so glad that you did have a good experience with that. And then I feel like that's what makes you like your job more. And
I mean, it doesn't feel like work. I'm sure your work doesn't. It's all. I mean, I'd hate to like dread walking into the office every day. My office was a set. Like I couldn't be any more lucky. And like you said, it is a lot. Yeah. But nothing I didn't enjoy thoroughly.
And before we get to fan questions, just the last thing I want to touch on is everyone wants to know about your relationship and obviously anything surrounding that topic, because people are just like, wait, best friend? Like, there's just so many questions, so I just want you to like, whatever you want to say, clear it.
I don't love fully sharing that until it's like been a while and I can whatever. But I also don't fully hide anything on the internet because I like to.
You can't also.
Yeah, I like to be myself. I mean, we're like, that's where our life is, and that's how everyone sees us, and like we're so used to posting everything and stuff. But there are certain things I've had to hide. But yeah, I mean, I'm just vibing with people right now.
Living your life
right now.
Dating.
Yeah, you know, just fun stuff.
Yeah. Well,
avoided that.
Yeah, stay connected to her Instagram, y'all. I'm sure she'll be the first to say anything more, but yeah, everyone wanted to know, so I was like, before I just get to anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I like fall in love, so like, you know, I'm not in love
Who
with whatever.
doesn't? Okay, fan questions time. How did Sky and Savannah meet?
Speaking of, how did we meet? She was on the show I filmed, Surviving Summer, and I really don't think there's been a day that passed that we haven't like either thought about each other or spoken. Like that's like a forever relationship. I'm
even
gonna have
there's
in
a
my
connection,
life.
Literally. Like
you know, there are those certain people that you meet and right away you're like, we're going to be in each other's lives forever, and, like, we just click.
Yeah.
Like, I get that with her. And, like, just when I talk to her, it's, like, so different from when I talk to anyone else. Like, she's just, like, so, you know how people say,
I bet
like,
she's a Pisces.
No, she's actually a Capricorn.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's, like, she's my favorite person. She's so special to me.
So, just on set, and then everyone will get to see that.
Yeah, and you'll see that. You'll probably see, like, on the show, like, you know, sometimes we'd be filming, like, give each other these little looks.
Yeah.
Like, we can't help it. It's so, like,
that.
disgusting to be around. We're just on top of each other.
Hey, girl.
Oh, wait, relax.
Hey, yo. Are you still friends with the cast of Raven's Home?
Yes, I am still friends with the cast of Raven's Home.
Yes, I love your accent.
Yeah, the cast. I mean, being with someone almost every day for like 4 years, you can't help but develop such a strong relationship, and that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Love it. What was your favorite thing about acting? Or technically?
My favorite thing about acting, it's just like I like creatively having so much fun and going out of my comfort zone. I feel like you do that because you audition or play so many different roles with different like personalities and character traits, and you could hone in on certain pieces of like parts of yourself that you never knew you had, and certain like sides of yourself. And I feel like that's the most fun about it. Like with all sorts of art, you discover pieces of yourself that like I said, you never knew you had, and it's just it's fun experimenting with that. So I love playing other people. It helps me learn more about myself.
And the same goes for singing.
Exactly. Yeah. You could choose a song and be like, this is gonna be my demeanor in this, and like I'll play this cool character with like a raspy tone. Like I could do that. So I feel like it's similar to acting, right?
And when are you coming out with new music?
I'm actually going to the studio right after this, hoping to like crisp the next single that I'm gonna release.
She's here for like 10 days.
I'm here for like 10 days.
Cracking it out.
Yeah, you already know. Soon. I don't really know a definitive date, but soon. You could stay tuned for that.
And obviously check out Breakout Song.
Of course.
Breakup Song. Oh my God.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. I am breaking out right now, so it's.
What is the most toxic thing you've ever done in a relationship?
Oh God. What's the most toxic thing I've ever done in a relationship? To be honest, like my toxic traits affect me more than they do anyone else.
Ooh.
Like my overthinking and shit. Like I'll jump to conclusions that the other person never even like sort of led me to. Like I really get in my head. So I think sometimes if I like put some like warped like thing
scenario.
I see, some warped scenario that like I created like onto someone else, it's like, yo, it's all in your head, and not even in like the manipulative way, but like certain things really just are all in my head, and I think that like sometimes will get the best of me.
Yeah, mine is definitely manipulative. I don't.
You can be manipulative?
Why. Yeah,
Jordyn.
I know.
No,
it's honestly because
to that.
most of the time it's as a joking way. I'll say something.
Yeah,
but then like
they take it to heart.
Yeah, and then it actually becomes. I remember, like, my first boyfriend's mom told me I was manipulative, and I didn't even know what that word meant.
Not the moms. Yeah, that was, like, years ago. Now it's, like, a trendy word. Everyone, like, wants to be quirky and use.
I just feel like it's like, the whole, like, it's like the whole, what's, like, my scenario I can give you?
Yeah, give us an example. What they don't tell you.
I think mainly it's the whole, no, I guess it's basically... Like, I definitely do the whole, like, lying thing about, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Like, isn't that manipulative?
Yes,
because
it
you're
is.
trying, that's what I mean. Like, I'm that person. I'm like, I'm fine.
Because you like to, like, handle things on your own and stuff.
Yeah.
What, are you, like, scared to get hurt and open up?
I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not a good communicator. And I don't do confrontation, so that turns into me being, like, manipulative to get my point across. But, like, it doesn't go any further than that because I won't talk about it.
It's all sort of just, it's not, like, the mean type of manipulation. It can lead in that, but you really have your best intentions. You just don't want to, like, burden anyone, I guess, or, like, whatever.
Yeah, or, like, I don't like to bring the vibes down, so
yeah,
I
that's
guess
fair.
That's manipulative.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Oh, God.
So I think we need to end this out with a certain story time that you might have to get off of your chest right now. They want to know about your foot tattoo.
Okay. Oh, so
what is?
Mom,
I don't even know what this is.
I never told my parents. I didn't tell anybody this. Mom, please skip. You don't know. I don't have a tattoo. This is wrong. This is false.
This is Photoshop.
Okay, yeah. Now to tell the truth, yeah, I got a foot tattoo like an idiot. I was with my friend, and I was like, we were both at dinner, and we were like, it's only whatever time it was, 8 o'clock. We were like, it's only 8 o'clock. Like, we have the whole night ahead of us. Let's do something. You know, the world is in the palm of our hands, our oyster. Like, let's think of something. And we're both so impulsive.
How old were you?
She's a Sag too. It was like a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like 2 months ago, I think.
Got it.
It faded by now for some reason.
Oh.
But, okay, so to continue, to stay on theme. Basically what happened, so we were like, yeah, what do you want to do? Get a tattoo? And we're like, yes. So we drove to get a tattoo, top down, like blasting music. It was just such good energy that night.
Yes, memories.
And we got to the tattoo shop. And I've always wanted to get a foot tattoo. I saw something, I think, years and years ago on Pinterest that was a smiley face on your big toe. So since then, for years, I've been wanting to get that smiley face. And I was like, I'm going to get this. Also, my parents cannot see this. They'd be mad. I actually recently asked my mom if I could get a tattoo. And she was like, no, Sky, like, wait till you're 18 or whatever. You know, you act, it could, whatever.
Obviously.
But I don't think a foot tattoo is going to get in the way of any job. So... Whew. So I will show you a picture. You get an exclusive. You. Mom, I'm so sorry. I never told you this. Wait, let me make sure. Okay. So, do you want to see?
Yeah.
You can show the camera if you want.
Okay.
I'm so happy. So impulsive.
You really are. I'm going to zoom in on just her toe for you guys. So if anyone has a foot fetish out here, here's Sky Kat's big toe.
No, it faded. Maybe. No, it's not there anymore. You want to know how much money this was? $100. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry, I sort of cut you off.
Okay, I was going to say like $400. I was like, did she go to a place where it's like the shop minimum? Because the places I go to, the shop minimum is like $400 to like $1,000.
Uh-huh.
I think... I don't know. At first, like, I had never, like, paid for a tattoo. I just did stuff, like, for promotion. And then I paid for my friend's lip tattoo, which is, like, $150.
I want to get that.
Yeah. That's, like, another...
Mom, don't. That's the next one I'm getting that's hidden.
Your mom already, like... And
okay, great. Yeah, she's not here anymore.
She's not here anymore. We told her to leave.
Uh-huh. She listens.
She's not here anymore. She listens.
Right.
But that's, like, another hidden spot, for sure.
That's what I'm getting.
I'm not encouraging, but if you are 18 and you are trying to have a hidden tattoo, your lips...
This is so not encouraging. Totally not.
Jordyn, hold on. How much have you paid for a tattoo before?
Like, the most expensive tattoo... Technically, I've only paid for, like, 2 tattoos. This one was, like, $500, maybe. My How Deep Is Your Love? I think that's normal. Is that not normal?
I don't think it's crazy. I mean, the minimum here was $100 for a smiley face. So, I mean...
I'm in LA. This is, like...
Yeah, and to go to a good shop that you could trust and stuff.
Yeah, this is Justin V Tattoos. Like, he's so good. Like, my butterfly, like, a lot of my tattoos I didn't pay for. Even if the shop minimums were, like, $400. Why not? Because I, like, did promotion for the tattoo guys.
Oh, good.
And I always handle tip. So, technically, tip is, like, on a $500, like, you'll give, like, $200 every time.
Yeah.
So, like...
We love a good tipper.
We love...
A good
tattoo artist.
That's true.
And they get great tips. Well, Sky, I love that story. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Honestly, that wraps up this podcast. Where can they find you to stay up to date? And again, shout out your show, your song, your music videos, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm Sky Katz everywhere. Link in bio to see the video and all that jazz.
And show coming summer 2022. This summer. Make sure you guys rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and add us to your Spotify playlist. And I will see you guys with another podcast on Thursday. See you then. Bye.